Hello everyone, FLASHRABBIT here again in my own single player Let's Play survival world. Welcome back, it's nice to see you. Well, it's nearly Halloween, so I thought I'd start this episode with a scary head. We've got the head of a hoglin here, and it's not a very good looking thing at all, is it? So I'm going to take that off, I think, because yeah, it doesn't suit me. I'm much too handsome for that. That's better, look at that. I'm in the Nether. I've been doing a little bit of exploring. I found a bastion, which is absolutely fabulous, and I found another nether fortress, which is just in front of me outside of this little makeshift house that I've made. Today's episode is all about bees. I'm going to make myself an automatic honey farm. It's going to be a honey farm that we can switch between either honey bottles or honeycombs depending on our needs. So I'm going to head back to my base and we'll get that done. I need to put this block back because I broke that just a minute ago trying to record the intro. There we go. Right, I'll see you back at base. I'm back at base and we're over by the iron farm. Of course we're in the spawn chunks here, so anything that is built here will continue to run no matter where we are in the world. So I'm going to put the honey farm just here. It's not a massive build, it's quite compact, and it'll do us just fine. So we've got everything that we need in these two shulker boxes here. I've got the redstone in the red shulker box, and I've got the other little bits that we need in this shulker box here. Now I've just made a start because I'm going to dig this into the ground so that only the top of it is visible. I just think it'd look a bit neater that way, so I'll have to go down to collect our honey and our honeycombs, but that isn't much of a problem. I just think it'll look better rather than it all being sat on the surface. Okay, so the first thing we need to do is put our output chest down. So we're going to do that, and we'll have that let's have a look. We'll put them here, I think. And then actually I need to dig this way a little bit more. We'll have more room than we need, and then we can always fill it back in, can't we? Nothing worse than running out of room halfway through a build. Right, okay, so that's the output chests in place, and then we want to get our hoppers, and they need to run into the back of these two double chests here. Why is that not a double chest? It's because I was crouching. Right, let's do that again. Like that. And then we want these two hoppers to be pointing into these chests. So anything that runs into those hoppers will run into these chests. This one will be for honey bottles, this one will be for honeycomb. Okay, and then we want our beehive. Bee nest, whatever you like to call it. Now we need to shift click another hopper pointing downwards into these like that, and then the bee nest goes directly on top of that hopper, so we might as well have it facing toward the front like that. Now, if you're not building this standalone like I am, and you're just building it in situ where there is a bee nest, obviously all of this is going to need to go underneath the nest where it is. You don't have to move the nest. To move a nest, you need a silk touch axe, and that'll get you the nest. But it's important to know that you want the bees inside. And the best time to do that is at night. So it's a good idea to silk touch the nest at night, so you've got all the bees in there and you can transport them away with you. Okay, and the next thing we need to do is place a stair right up against that hopper, not like that. Start again. The next thing we need to do is place a stair right up against that hopper like that, and then we want some dirt, and we want to place two bits of dirt there and there. And you might be thinking now that, yeah, but Flash, you're not going to be able to open this chest because there's a dirt block on top of it. But what we're going to do, we're going to till this dirt, so that makes it just shorter than one dirt block, and it allows us to be able to open the chest. In fact, I'll demonstrate it now just in case you don't believe me. So if we till that dirt there, can't get in now. Well done, Flash. You'll notice we can open the chest without a problem. As long as that dirt is tilled, we'll be able to open the chest. It's not going to prevent us, so don't you be worrying about that. So I need to make some more room here. Oh, planner extraordinaire. Unbelievable. The planning that goes into these videos, you know. It's production value. That's what it is, production value. Right. Okay, so the next thing to do. So now the reason we wanted the stair is because obviously we're tilling the land, we're going to need a water source, and that's where our water source is going to go. So now if we till this land, it'll become hydrated with this water, and all will be good. Okay, now the next thing we need are dispensers, because these are going to dispense the water bottles and the shears to collect honeycomb. So we're going to put down a couple of temporary blocks. Oh, come on, move out of my way, bee. I love you and all that, but not when you're getting in my way. And we want another one on this side as well. I didn't need to do that, did I? I could have just placed that on the ground. What a wally. Right, okay. Anyway, it's done now. So we put a dispenser facing into this bee nest, like that. And then we can break these two blocks. And then we're going to put some glass panes around just to contain the bees so that they can't get out. And the reason we use glass panes is because that'll just give them that little bit of extra maneuverability, that little bit of extra room to move about. So we'll pop this down. Now we don't want to enclose this completely at the moment because the bees are running around, and we want the bees inside of this contraption. So we're going to wait until the night so they go into the nest, and then we'll put the roof on it. So of course the bees need something to make honey from, and that are going to be these flowers here. So we're just going to plant them in there like that. That'll give them everything that they need to make their honey. Right, okay, so I'm going to make some wood, some birch planks and some trapdoors, because once the bees have gone inside of this honey nest, I'm going to put a trapdoor up against it so that they can't get out. If there's a trapdoor up against a bee nest, it prevents the bees from getting in and out, and that's what we want at the moment because we need them inside of that nest. Okay, so there's the iron trapdoors on top of the little farm area, if you like. The bees are safely inside, so when they come out they're not going to be able to escape from here. They can't get out of the half a block space. So we're all good. Now we can get on with building the gubbins that makes this thing work. So the next thing we need to do is fill up the dispensers, and we're going to fill up the left one with shears. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then the right one we'll fill up with glass bottles. Now we're going to have a total of 6 bees in here, so that whilst 3 are in there, there's 3 out here gathering honey or gathering pollen, and when they come out, these outside can go in. So we've got a constant stream of bees making honey, which is just what we want. Now we need some glass bottles, and we'll put those fell in my hole, and put those in this side like that. Now we can also put a chest with a hopper on top, with a constant supply of bottles, so that we're never going to run short. We'll get some more and we'll fill those up. Same with shears, we can put a chest on top of here and have it feeding into this so we never run out. So then I've put a couple of bits of redstone dust here feeding into a repeater, which is at the moment powering this block. But if we turn off this lever, it depowers the redstone, depowers the repeater, which depowers this block. Turn it back on and it's all powered again. So on the back of that block we need a redstone torch, and then facing down towards that redstone torch, so in your texture pack you'll have a smiley face on the front of this, and that is the face that looks at the object you want to detect the change in. So in this case we've got the redstone dot, or the redstone output bit, on the top here. So this observer is going to detect a change in this redstone torch, and when it does, it's going to fire out a redstone signal from this output. Then we need to get our blocks out again, and we need to put a block either side of this observer, just like this, and a a block up here, because this observer is going to send its redstone signal out. I'm getting absolutely hammered by a skeleton. Where is it? He's dying anyway, but still, I want to get him. Where is he? Do you ever do that? Do you ever get shot by a skeleton and not have a clue where it's coming from? I do it all the time. There's a spider there. No. You get it because I don't like him. So I was saying, we've got a block either side of the observer. The observer, when it gets a signal, is going to shoot it into this block here. Okay, and then we need some redstone dust. I'll just grab that. And we put redstone dust just there and there. Now, I could have got these while I was here. We need our sticky pistons. And we're going to come inside again and we're going to put a sticky piston on. I can't get to it there. We're going to put a sticky piston there, like that. And then a temporary block. And then we want to face a sticky piston up. Then on the other side, we're going to put a sticky piston facing front there. But then the upwards facing piston is going to be right in front of it there, like that. Now we need to get a hopper minecart into this bee's nest so that this hopper can pick up whatever comes out of it. So to do that, we need to get a block there, a block there. Get rid of that. I didn't get it after all. Jumped down to get the block and it fell too far away. There we go. And then we need a rail or two. Oh, I haven't got a hopper minecart. It's not like I'm short of iron, is it? Right, so we'll get a rail in there like that. Now, let me just go and get a hopper minecart. Won't be a minute. Okay, so I'm back with my hopper minecart. This is dead easy, really. All we need to do is pop our hopper minecart on there like that. Give it a nudge, and it'll just roll straight into that bee's nest, just like that. Now we need some more observers. Just like that, facing downwards, so that the redstone output is facing down. So once we've got that observer in place, we need to get another one this way. So basically what's happening now is this observer is detecting a change in this one, and it's going to send a signal this way towards the front of the contraption. And that signal is going to be picked up by that redstone dust there. Okay, then we need to get the observers in place here. So if we put a temporary block there, we need an observer pointing that way, so that the redstone output is facing into this, which will power this dispenser. Then we want the same on this side, but in this case the observer goes right on top of that piston, just like that. So we've got that now. So now we need the trigger for the system that is going to detect when this beehive is full. And we're going to do that by popping a comparator there. So when this is full, if we look now on F3, on the right hand side there we can see honey level 5. So we've got a full hive there at the moment. These guys work very fast. So this bee nest is going to put out a redstone signal into this block, which we're going to pick up with this comparator. Now it's this observer that's going to detect whether this bee nest is full. And the way we're going to do that, we need to put a container. So we're going to put a comparator there, we're going to get a composter, and that's going to have a fill level of 4. So to get this to a fill level of 4, we need to put 4 flowers in there. If we jump over there and go 1, 2, 3, 4, and that gives us an output of 4. And then we'll just put a piece of redstone dust right there just to connect the two, and that fires the system. Now you can check whether your composter is at level 4 by looking over on the right hand side, and as you can see there it says Minecraft composter level 4. Okay, so that is our auto bee farm complete. Now all that's left to do is to decorate it. So I'm going to fill in these gaps if I can. Nope, I'll have to jump in the hole if I can get in it. Let's fill that up as well. Bring all that up there. Leave that gap, and we need to fill in all around here like this. Now, of course, you can decorate this however you like. It's entirely up to you. It's up to your own creative flair. The way I'm going to do it is with yellow and black stained glass because, well, it just seems appropriate, really, doesn't it? Because we've got bees in there, and they're yellow and black. So we can release the bees. Let's get rid of this trapdoor, like that, and out they'll pop. Now, like I said earlier, we're going to get 6 bees in there, so that while 3 are inside, there's 3 outside gathering pollen. So I need some more flowers. Now, you can do this a number of ways. You can bring them in with leads, and as soon as you get them over to the farm, they'll pretty much want to get in there on their own, because they'll want to... Oops, that didn't work, did it? They'll pretty much want to get in on their own because they want that sweet nectar from the flowers. So you won't really have to do that much manoeuvring. They'll do it all for you. But the way I'm going to do it, I'm going to breed them while they're in the farm, so that the little babies will come out. Now, because we're dealing with babies, we're going to need to block off these gaps, because babies will be able to fly out of there, and that'll just result in well, it won't result in the desired effect, really, because we want the bees to be inside. So I'm just going to wait for these guys to come out again and do their no, what did I do that for? Do their thing, and we'll breed them. So there's the first of the little babies bred. They're so cute, aren't they, little bees? Look at that. So I'm going to wait here now. I'm going to breed another 2, and once I've done that, I'll bring you back. So while we're waiting for the bees to grow up, we'll get this place decorated. Like I say, I'm going to use yellow and black stained glass. I'm going to put a ring of birch around here, like this, and then I'm going to strip it, because I think that will look quite nice. Let's go around and strip all of this. Like that. And then on top of that, I'm going to put my yellow stained glass. Obviously the blocks over the top of the farm are going to disappear once the baby bees have grown up and can't escape. Birch along here. Like this. And the same on this side. On the top of this I'm going to put the black stained glass, probably predictably. Like this. Right, I'm going to go and make some more yellow stained glass. We'll be back in a second. So there we have it. We've got the little honey and honeycomb farm. Excuse me. What can I do for you? Yeah. Free leads. I'm not going to say any more. So our honey farm and honeycomb farm is all complete. I've not gone to a great deal of trouble to decorate it, to be honest with you. I've been a bit lazy. Just used stripped birch and red and black stained glass. So as we come in here, we've got at the moment we've got 5 bees. I need to breed another one just to get 3 on the outside, while there's 3 on the inside. And down here we're collecting our honeycomb and our honey bottles, which is absolutely fabulous. So we're all set, and this will keep running because it's in the spawn chunks, so we're never going to be short of honey, which is absolutely brilliant. Love it. Now, I've completely forgot to mention, just being dippy for no other reason basically, the design of the honey and honeycomb farm is from a guy called Impulse SV. I'll put a link to his tutorial in the description. I do recommend you check it out because he explains it really, really well, and it's a wonderful contraption that he's dreamed up, and it works superbly. So please do go and check out his tutorial. So we've got a lot of stuff to put away now and tidy up all my shulker boxes. I think that's all we've got time for. Thank you very much for coming along. I appreciate it every time you join me. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, please press the like button, and if you've really enjoyed it, consider subscribing because it really does help the channel grow. And if you don't want to miss any of my uploads in the future, press the bell icon and I'll be sure to let you know the next time I upload a video. But for now, thanks for watching. Bye.